Wales, these 2 games they just played. It's hard to judge them really because they're missing like a lot of players on me at the moment. So.
Yeah. And especially in this first game, Brendan Johnson, they're assuming he got injured. Because he had to go off at half time, didn't
he? Yeah. And then Ramsey's injured. Jordan James, was he injured, I'm guessing? Or banned? Pardew, was he banned or injured? I think he was injured. And then Dan James. It's just so many players out. But he managed to play decent in the 2 games, so not too bad.
Yeah, and then the first game was against Iceland.
Yeah.
Started off alright. We went 2-0 up, didn't we?
Yeah. 2 of the very similar goals, weren't it? Just long balls over the top. They weren't marking for some reason.
Yeah. And could have actually scored a third because it happened again, but
yeah.
All missed.
Yeah. I think Wales played well, but if we'd have had our full team, we would have destroyed them basically. We got to be beating them really, but we're not going to complain too much with what happened in the second half.
And then getting on to that, you were just really poor. Couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And we were defending for our lives, but not very well.
Yeah. I don't know. Just is what it is. Sometimes it happens away from home, doesn't it? We just got to hope when the World Cup qualifiers come around in March that we have all our players available, especially in midfield, because we're missing our 3 midfielders, aren't we? So, yeah.
And then in the second game, the midfield was really bad on it.
Yeah, like Sheehan playing against Wrexham. Who else was in there? Wilson was playing, wasn't he, in like central midfield. And then
Cullen playing.
Cullen in Wilson's position, really. And he's awful. Oh man, I don't want to hate on him too much, but he just shouldn't be anywhere near the squad, should he really?
No. He got way better players than him.
Yeah, I don't really understand how he's there. He must have a lot of injuries.
Yeah. And who did we play in the second game? Montenegro.
Yeah. Keep wanting to say Serbia and Montenegro, but obviously they're separate now, aren't they? But yeah, I think this one we were I think first half we were dominating the game really, weren't we? And then the second half they come into it again, which I don't know if that's a pattern or if it is just because of the lack of squad depth for us making changes,
Yeah, because obviously you got lucky getting the penalty. Because it was a bit of a cheap, take a short corner and then just run into the box and turn on it and get a cheap foul.
Yeah, 100% penalty, wasn't it? Pretty funny, really, how the defender did that.
And he should have scored loads of chances.
Yeah.
Well, I think Wilson made a couple good chances, but he just couldn't finish them.
Yeah, I should say, actually, just in general, even with everyone fit, he's probably our best player, isn't
he? Between him and Brooks, isn't
it? Yeah. If Brooks is fully fit, then he probably takes it, really, but obviously Ramsey, but he's just gone now, really, and it's what he used to be with those injuries, so.
Obviously keep him in the squad until it's completely infeasible, but
yeah,
you gotta kind of look to the future now.
Definitely, yeah. Keep him as captain as well, because obviously he adds a different element, doesn't he, to the squad and everything, like you say, but we got Jordan James as the next world class one, I think.
He's really good, and he really missed him.
Yeah. So what about Cabango as well? What do you think of him? Because he's getting on in age now. He's coming up to 25, I think, soon. When I looked, he just doesn't really seem to have improved. Even though I thought he'd be really good 5 or 6 years ago.
I think with him, I don't know if he's fast enough, really.
Yeah, I used to think he was fast, but he gets caught, doesn't he? Sometimes.
Well, obviously you can't really knock him because of the game he played. He didn't concede, so.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And the squad was depleted, so he came in and did the job, didn't he?
Yeah.
Can't knock him too much. We really don't like Mepham, do we? So.
No.
Anything's better than him.
Yeah, definitely. And then Burns, Cullen, Harris, Broadhead.
All headless chicken.
Yeah, they're all not very good.
Mm.
I think, I don't know what I said, but you know Johnson's scoring record? You get onto that. Have you actually looked at the teams he scored against?
Yeah, they all trash. Right?
Yeah. Because I was looking, I was like, well, he scored all these goals, who's actually against? And it's just 7, like, really average teams at best. You know, United being one of them.
Yeah, and then if you actually look at the goals, they're just tap-ins at the back post.
Yeah, so I'm looking to, like, the next couple of months, who are they playing, you know? And if he manages to go 1 in 2 games, 1 goal every 2 games, then I'll say fair enough. You know, he's a great player. He's the next Gareth Bale. But for now, I'm just like, you know, keeping a lid on it. Because he's way more confident now. I'd say that. You can see in his body language, can't
you? I think ever since they lost to Arsenal, and they also had that Wales game when the left back was saying how bad he was.
Yeah.
And then all the people on Twitter or whatever, and Instagram.
Yeah.
Saying he's trash. Since then, he's just like try-harding it.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, he seemed more focused. Which I think might be good for us if we can get him as a striker, you know, if he can keep scoring. Because that's our problem positioning. We got more than enough wingers.
You should play Wilson and Brick in them positions.
Yeah, Dan James, perfectly good.
Albert Thomas, I like him.
Yeah, I forgot to mention him. He's really good again. So, you know, that position's completely done, but striker, keep him more, we don't want him. So, he's good to come on at the end, but we can't be starting with him to qualify for a World Cup.
No chance. Just mentioning Montenegro, they brought on Jovetic, isn't it? Jovic?
Yeah, Jovetic, yeah.
At half time. And that's when they started playing a bit better.
Yeah, he's just really good, and he's a world-class player, wasn't he, back in the day? And you never lose that, do you? It's like when Ramsey plays now, isn't it?
Yeah. Saying they coming up against a hard team, like if we have to play France or Italy or something, Spain. They've got all world-class players, so how are we going to deal with it?
Yeah, we just aren't, are we? Especially with this expansive style. Like, I'm hoping he goes more defensive. Like, we haven't seen, obviously, against a good team yet, so...
Because even though Turkey, a good team, they don't have, like, really standout players, like, there's Giller and Çalhanoğlu, and that's it.
Yeah, they're like a similar level to us, really, aren't they? But, like you say, the teams you just listed, that'll be the test, because that's who we got to beat if we're going to get to the qualifying.
And you get one of them in the group if you do qualify for the Euros and World Cup as well.
Yeah.
So you don't have to win the game against them, but you need to be able to compete, don't
you?
Yep. Yeah. You wanted to mention how England have just, well, they had a really bad game, didn't they? They lost against Greece and they've never lost against them.
Yeah.
And then they had a win. Kane come back and they won.
Yeah. But I don't understand why everyone was saying, like, oh yeah, Lee Cowsley's really good. Like, he's playing us to our full potential, attacking. Like, they're playing rubbish teams, aren't they? That's never been an issue against them teams.
And then he lost to one of them.
Yeah.
He can't be that good.
It's just the fans are just weird. Like, they don't realise who they're playing against. Like, it's just the tournament that matters, isn't it? Like, it doesn't matter what the style is or whatever, like,
If he's got out and beat one of the big teams and dominate them, playing expensive football, then yeah, you can go, Jesus, they're a good team.
Because it's possible, isn't it? Because Spain, before the tournament, the Euros, you wouldn't say, oh, Spain are the best team, would you? No way. Like, everyone was looking at France, Germany, England, everyone was saying. Spain, you're like, oh, they're a bit weak in defence, especially. They got 2 young wingers, we're not sure how good they are. But they got a system and it worked. And, they become the best team through the system. So there's no reason England can't do that. But
yeah, because technically England have got way better players.
Well, yeah, on paper, but it's just so hard to determine because, what style are they going to play? Like, I don't know. There's just something missing in there. I don't know. Like, is it mentally? Is it even anything to do with the coach? I don't know.
Yeah, especially now they've failed for so long. Do you reckon the players feel the pressure more?
Yeah, this is like a new group now. I don't know. This is like the way they're brought up, maybe.
Because Brazil have felt it, haven't they, ever since they've started not winning stuff.
Yeah.
And then England, obviously, they had this golden generation that wasn't even that good.
Yeah. Right.
Like, compared to the teams they've played.
Yeah.
You know, you say Lampard and Gerrard are good or whatever. And Rooney, but compared to the other teams.
Yeah. Xavi and Iniesta, Busquets, and midfielders.
Come on. I don't know if they just feel the pressure. Like, it's too high expectations because every tournament, England fans gas them up and say, "Oh, we've got to win it."
Yeah. So how do you think Tuchel will play into this then? Because he's very rigid with his style, and like he'll press and he'll be man to man. So is that going to work?
I don't know. We don't rate Tuchel, do we?
No, not at all. I don't like his like temperament and the way he handles plays. Like, we've watched a lot of him because he's been in the Premier League and PSG when we used to watch him. So, you know, and I really don't like his style.
No, so I don't think he'll fit England at all. And why do they not hire English manager?
It's like, I think Carsley knew, didn't he, after the game that Tuchel was coming in, because he said, "Oh, England deserve a manager that's won trophies." You know, that's what he said in the press conference. So obviously he knew that he wasn't getting the job. After he lost to Greece, he probably knew that. But like suddenly he was like, "Oh yeah, there's no way I should have this. I'm probably not good enough." Even though before he was like acting like he's a big dog, wasn't he?
What are they going to do now and just go back down to the level he's at?
He better hope so, because he's not getting a big job.
Mm.
That's the best job we get. And then just hope. He's like that dude, you know, like some girls like already got a man and he's just waiting up on the side. He's had a go.
He used to go out in high school. Maybe there's a chance.
Tuchel might leave and I might get back in there. He might lose to Macedonia or something even worse than Greece.
Do you think Greece only won that game because that guy who played for him died, didn't he? So they were just like doing it in his honour.
Well, this just makes no sense because he's English. The guy's English who died, wasn't
Was
he? Yeah. That would be really funny. Like, Greece just like really try hard it for a guy who's English. That's what makes them beat him.
Right, so why were they like holding up a shit?
Just because he was playing for Olympiacos at the time. Your point stands, like, because obviously he played for him. That's just really funny. Like, the Greek players care more about him than the English.
I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, it's Baldock, wasn't it? Yeah, the right back for Sheffield United.
Yeah. I just thought he like played with Greece or something.
Yeah, right.
I think he had Greek heritage and he played for the national team.
Yeah, I think he did have Greek heritage, maybe. But anyway.
And they're just going crazy, and after the game they're saying it was dedicated to him and stuff, so
Yeah.
just assume they were just on like a adrenaline high.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe he just identifies Greek, but Baldock seems like a very English name to me. He played for Sheffield United, the most English club ever. But yeah.
Did you know how he died?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Is it him drowning in his own pool?
Yeah.
Being like drunk as high?
Oh, I don't know. No idea if he was, intoxicated in some way.
Just no one was there with him when he was in his pool. He
Maybe,
drowned away.
Maybe, yeah. All I know is he died in his pool, unfortunately, but it's crazy, really.
Crazy. And I was kind of hoping Pep Guardiola would get the England job. Well, only to get rid of him from the Premier League.
Yeah, like obviously they would completely dominate international football, wouldn't they, if he got it?
Yeah, it was like half and half. It's like if he goes to England, then they might actually win something.
Yeah, they probably would. But then it would also be very funny if they didn't. And he was manager.
I just want him gone from City, just to plague on the English Premier League now.
Yeah, he's just too good, man.
Yeah, he needs to go to like Italy, where hasn't he been? France or Italy.
Yeah, France is no pointless, isn't it?
Hmm.
Unless he was going to take like Monaco and make him win it against PSG.
Hmm.
But yeah, Italy needs to go there, doesn't
And then there's massive rumours that Haaland wants to go to the La Liga.
Right. He's got to go to Barcelona then. Replace Lewandowski. But I just couldn't see him working there. Like, does he suit that style?
I don't know. Because a few years ago he said he wants to try every league, and
Yeah.
hopefully he leaves sooner rather than later.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a bit of international news for you.
That wraps up the coverage of this international break. There's some more games, but we're not going to cover them in the video now.
I've watched a couple more and I'm watching Scotland, Portugal now. Yeah, but nothing else to talk about, like you say.
Ronaldo got another goal.
Yeah.
Happened.
Yeah. And yeah, I thought you were going to say that. Like, like we recorded it after the Scotland, Portugal game. You're just getting in there before, like.
You probably will get one tonight.
Yeah, Ronaldo, he only needs 94 now. He scored against Scotland, of course, a header.
He also scored a free kick.
Yeah.
He blasted it, keeper's side in a minute.
Yeah. Great goal.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was a good, like, 25 yards. Very good goal.
It was like almost as good as a Portsmouth one back in the day.
Yeah. But yeah, check back to see if we were right on that.
And also check back for the Premier League coverage.
Yeah, we actually get some decent amount of views on that for some reason.
This video will get like 12 views max, but the Prem one will get like 50.
Yeah, at least. They always get 50 at least. So yeah, see you then.
Yeah.